seen things people wouldn't believe.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian at Whisper Status 74. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the channel. If this is the first time you're seeing me, please consider liking and subscribing. We are real tech for real people. I wanted to say thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. We've had a big jump since the shootout and when I purchased the LG CX as well as the Sony 950H, and I wanted to say thank you and welcome to the community. We are a community, meaning that your opinion, your comment, your perspective is as valued as mine, and this channel is us, it's not me. That said, we are a community, we are a positive community, so please keep in mind that toxicity and putting down other people's technology is not something that I'm super interested in. And running this channel and the community the way I have has always been more about helping people. So you're not going to find toxicity here. And I do respond to each and every comment. I do see each and every comment. And as long as you can keep things positive, you are welcome here anytime. But that's the way we do things. We just kind of try to help each other if we can. That said, welcome, and I hope you enjoy being part of the community. Today's video is going to be the Spears and Munsil disc. It's a disc that you've seen on the channel many times. The reason we do this disc is it is filmed in 8K, downsampled to 4K. It's also something that we can show on the channel without getting hit with copyright. It's a benchmark tool. You can find that and purchase it in the description below. But unlike a lot of the demos on YouTube, we're able to actually show these. Behind me is the LG CX. This video is going to be from the shootout where the Spears and Munsil disc was at Value Electronics. We have that shootout. It's something that Robert Zahn, Spare Change, invited me to. I'm very grateful. Special thanks to Value Electronics and Spare Change to sit there and watch these two displays, the AH8 and the Sony AH8 and the LG CX battle it out. Guys, all these letters mixed up. Seeing them battle out for 3+ hours was awesome. I'm going to show you just a snippet where it's the Spears and Munsil disc. It's only about 6 minutes long, but you're going to see this same demo playing behind me as reference. And this is a benchmark tool that many people use. Oh, I gotta find it. Sorry. This is a benchmark that many channels, professionals use. It is a professional calibration tool from, I think, Stacy Spears. And it is gorgeous material. It's great for LEDs, great for even 1080p displays, SDR, HDR. But you'll see in the video where they're side by side running this same demo. And I'm going to take out the sound because it wasn't really during the shootout, and I'll talk over a little bit. It's only about 6 minutes long. But the key is to see how close these displays actually are. There's certain parts of the demo where you can see that the CX was slightly warmer and the Sony was slightly cooler. And even though we do hold on to every single bit of conversation and talk, we want to push one over the other, they were amazingly close. There is some talk about the CX being kind of crippled because dynamic tone mapping was taken off, and the dynamic tone mapping on the Sony cannot be disabled. But keep in mind, the idea behind calibration is to make the displays look as accurate and as similar as possible. I always felt like even the LED shootouts with OLEDs were kind of at a disadvantage because you're taking away its greatest strength. So for those of you that thought the LG was crippled against the Sony AH8, it was really about getting them as accurate as possible. We'll be doing some videos also on what I think about the AH8 being the replacement for the A9G. That'll be a short video and what the differences are between those two. But you can see the full live stream, which is 2.5, almost 3 hours on Spare Change's channel. The reason for watching the full live stream versus my footage is that it's uninterrupted. You can hear all the little things that both calibrators are saying and discussing the differences between the CX, the C9, the A9G, and the 8AG. It's valuable information on the subtle differences, and we'll go over those as well. But my footage is nowhere near as seamless as Shane's, so check him out on Spare Change. And right now we're going to go to the video of seeing the Spears and Munsil demo running with the Sony AH8 and the LG CX. Really amazing watching these two OLEDs go head to head, and I'll be talking behind the video. It's off angle on both sides, but you'll see how amazing the off angle viewing of OLEDs really are. I'll see you behind, not behind the camera, but in the video. Again, welcome to the community. Thank you so much for joining our community and family, and I will see you, I guess, when this video keeps going. Okay guys, here we are behind the camera. We took the volume out as this is when they were setting up the disc. This is in the back showroom of Value Electronics. That is Robert's own. And we are syncing them up using the Pioneer or Panasonic UB9000. If you use the audio out, the second HDMI on the UB9000 and the UB820, you're able to actually use video out and they'll both run HDR. Now my editing software will not allow me to pass through HDR, but you can actually see how similar these displays are. And it's bright in the beginning. This will level out in a second and you'll actually see the detail. I'm off angle. The Sony is on the right. It'll calm down in 1 second. And the LG CX is on the left. It's amazing how identical these displays look. There is different tints. And like I mentioned in the intro, there is, as we talk, there is, tone mapping enabled on one, but not disabled on the other. Now, what that gives one advantage over the other isn't clear. The fact that they're both calibrated to be accurate is what's clear. The displays are the exact same size and height, which is pretty amazing. The LG has the LG plate underneath, which pushes the audio to you. The AH has the two legs. They can be turned in and out, and also for height, they can be adjusted. The CX is very slim in the back and has the bottom thickness at the base, where the Sony is equally slim at the top, but has a larger back where the electronics are housed. It is amazing how close they are. Now, us picking a side, whether you like Sony or LG, if you listen to Shane's live stream, you can pick little pieces out where one has an advantage over the other. For what we were able to gather is the CX was a bit brighter, but the AH actually had brighter specular highlights. Small little lights and the stars and little details were slightly brighter on the Sony. Both displays, both the CX and the AH, have improved processing with upscaling from last year's model. And they've said that the one big thing they improved over the amazing A9G was the shadow detail is much better on the AH than it has in past. Even though the A9G was good in this regard, they said this display has improved there, as well as the CX. So is there some differences? Yes, there are. To me, are they something that you're going to see in your home? Probably not. They're probably more visually there because of the calibration, but out of the box, both displays are absolutely stunning. The CX was also very good out of the box, which is surprising. Motion on the BFI has also been improved with the Sony. You can use clearness and only lose 1 nit. Not 1,000 or 100 nits or 1/10, but 1 nit. So this isn't a complete like for like, but I wanted to show you just how things looked as they were messing with the settings. You're going to see a little bit of how the shootouts get shown. I love to redo these in a completely dark room, but you still get a feel for how the shootout goes and how they look. But isn't it incredible? The off angle is absolutely stunning. And obviously no blooming in any of the image. I will be stepping around here to be more facing the camera. But check out Shane's channel on Spare Changes. He does the entire live stream if you want to watch. It's very long, but he also broke some of the videos down. More than I can. I'm still filming guerrilla style on my phone. And this is a very small theater room. There wasn't much room to move around. But very beautiful image on both. Both are equally natural. Where the CX is perhaps a little bit more saturated. I know we're off angle here from the Sony. My camera's picking up a little bit of the sunlight from outside. So if I was to switch these around, it'd be hard to tell which was which. And again, I apologize for being off angle towards the LG. For the first part of the shootout, I was off angle towards the Sony. Yeah, we'll be able to, there we go. I mean, somebody moved and I was able to get close. Sorry about that being off angle the whole time. But I mean, look how close they are. I mean, that is really amazing. And again, the misnomer of you can't game on the Sony is something that I just, you can game on Sonys all day. You might not have the gaming features, but 4K 60 is going to be absolutely gorgeous. And I would say these are as neck and neck as last year's C9 and last year's A9G. If they were uncalibrated, you see a more saturated, perhaps brighter CX, but maybe not as accurate. And the Sony displays are very good just right out of the box. I mean, that is miraculous how close they are. You'll see also with the Crocodile. Of course, the CX looks closer, but again, forgive me for that. Hopefully I'll get back there and be able to do a proper one. But I thank all you guys for joining the community and for helping me cover these two displays. They are both gorgeous. Hopefully I'll have the AH8 in-house at some point. But I am really enjoying the coverage with the CX. You'll see more gaming. You'll see variable refresh rate. You will see all that on the channel. Thank you so much for joining the channel and the community. I love having you guys here, and hopefully you've enjoyed the coverage of the CX versus the AH8. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you as always, and I will see you in the comments.